Oh my God. The way Omar can just come out of a place and just blast your legs that's never going to get old. Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome back as we are fresh into episode 6. We just came from episode 5. So, again, if you're on the Patreon, hello. Is it me that you were looking for? We're going to be hopping into this episode. It's going to be called the Dickensian aspect. I feel like that's a model or a procedure to something, and hopefully we get more of the definition of it. But, just before starting out, probably look it up, see if it's anything related to like a certain procedure or fundamental procedure, because I've never heard of it before, but I'm sure we're going to see it in action within this episode. Yeah, we just got done in episode 5 detailing the frustrations that is built up and how individuals within the system that builds this frustration and purposely is made to have these frustrations, because if you're at the top and you're being rewarded from these systems, the last thing you want to do is the system to stop working, so you put a bunch of bull crap into it, and it drives everyone else mad, so that way they are focused on running around chasing their tails and you still get the benefit. However, it gets to a point to where an individual within that system is going to want something to change, and they're going to do that approach, and there's ways you can do that approach, but unfortunately within this example, that approach is by disobeying orders, by taking off time towards cases that should be given the time for them, and just overall creating a difficult atmosphere for actual work to be done. And unfortunately, we're just being revealed more tricks after more tricks after more tricks, and it's going to be interesting seeing how McNulty either has to let go, or he's just going to continue diving deeper and deeper and deeper within himself. And unfortunately, that's going to have some terrible effects, as we've already seen within episode 5 when it came to not only just his real family. Both are his real family, but his biological family. But now we're seeing that effect happening to the family that he was hoping to build anew with and was doing really good with. So it's unfortunate to see something like that be so self-sabotaged, but such is life, right? So we're gonna get into this. I'm excited, and I hope that you guys are too. I hope you guys are enjoying these conversations. You're exploring these nuances with me, and I genuinely hope that you're taking these conversations, these experiences, these understandings, whether if it's through filmmaking or it branches into your own general life as well, and you guys are able to do some good with it. So again, by all means, if you want more of that, I highly recommend checking out the Patreon. It is a great way to support this channel. You can also support by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax, get some popcorn and snacks as we continue with more of The Wire. More murders, more murders, more murders. Yay. It's crazy. I'm surprised Baltimore even let this show live. I'm sure Baltimore doesn't have that type of power, but still, this show is crazy. It's interesting, man.
Officer Smith, ma'am.
We're looking for a man went after a woman last night at Escalating Apartments. The one's right behind.
Look at this man. Look at this dude.
Remember Omar Little came here last night? He fell out the damn window.
We don't have anyone by that name.
He was counting, high. Probably messed up his name.
Apparently, there's a procedure that hospitals have for gang violence.
That type of injury came in last night.
Because they're so prevalent for revenge. Just spots for revenge. He looking at him like, mother, how? Maybe he jumped, bounced into the next room?
We missed our shot. That ain't gonna be at us.
Damn, quick thinking, Omar. I gotta give you that. Here we go. The Dickensian aspect refers to qualities reminiscent of novels of Charles Dickensian, often highlighting poor social conditions, poverty, and social inequality, but also including elements of humor and sentimentality. It describes characters, settings, and even entire storylines that evoke a similar tone or focus as Dickinson's work. I mean, that's essentially The Wire. That's essentially the definition of The Wire. Am I right? I feel like all that was existing within The Wire as a whole. I told you I was going to look for the definition. You guys saw I forgot. If you have a problem with this, I understand completely. And that's from Freeman. All right.
You know what? It all started with Charles Center and Tommy D'Alessandro, and it continued with William Donald Schaefer and Harbor Place. And following that, there were...
Man, you guys remember this? Remember this? Season 2.
Turned a late claim to the middle branch of the Patapsco and what will soon become known as New...
Yo, we were just mentioning them. We were just mentioning them. That's crazy. It's like The Wire knew. Wow. Look who's here, man.
Who the hell's that?
Oh, that's nobody, Mr. Mayor. It's nobody at all.
R.I.P. to Frank Sabat. The guy. I did not forget about him. Damn, you telling me he really took the fall? You telling me this man took the fall for real? And he had to witness his homie die, man. Again, I love Omar for just him being able to be so emotional, man. Because he don't care about what anybody else thinks.
As in 3 or 4 hours, the money's gonna flow on my case. Whenever you need, Bunk, I'm probably gonna have more of it than even Lester could use.
Not something to brag about, man. Not something to brag about.
To be that close to a serial killer must be weird.
Kinda, yeah. Wonderful story, Scott.
Of course, we know why he's doing it. It's interesting how people, you know, they have their ambitions, man.
Center of the story like this.
Of course not. But there is a way of handling this responsibly, I think. Just remember you're an ambassador for the paper.
Yeah, responsibility. Responsibility. This is gonna blow up in y'all face, and it's gonna be really ugly to watch.
Our coverage should reflect the Dickensian aspect of the homeless, the human element. Scott will lead it off, spending a night on the streets and writing from...
Dickensian aspect. That's how you say it. What did I call it? Dixian? It's unfortunate, man, because Marlowe has to go. Like, as a moral conscience, you want someone like Marlowe off the streets, but it's just like you're involving yourself with something that could also remove you from doing any good work after Marlowe, because things are going to continue.
They will be stopped. We will do everything in our power to stop them. You have my word on this.
Sir, you said
He was spitting, if only if it was real.
Commissioner, are you asking the FBI to join in the investigation?
I think Deputy Commissioner Daniels is in a position to elaborate on that.
Ah! He's like, here's the hot potato, Daniels. Here you go. Have fun.
At any of the scenes?
I'm not at liberty to go into any details of the investigation at this time.
Okay. Hey, everybody. It's nice to see everybody aligned in some sort of way. Yo, we haven't seen this man in a minute.
All those people who kept quiet about it, who lied about it, all of them who thought it wasn't coming back on them, they end up catching a charge.
And we saw what happened to him the last time he tried to help out. Of course he's going to have trauma trying to, do the right thing. Oh, man, that's so heartbreaking. Man, that's so unfortunate, bro. That really breaks my heart. There's too much to even say on that.
I'm not inclined to look with favor on tapping the Baltimore Sun's telecommunication.
Well, we're afraid to piss them off?
Never pick a fight with anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, come on now. You don't mess with a newspaper like that. I love how this man can just stare at. He just gives the look, and McNulty's like, okay.
Heads will roll if this gets out. It isn't anyone's fault, and fact it's a little bit on you, in a way.
The fuck you say?
Marcus said, what? Ain't no damn fault here.
Yeah. No medical, no pension. A temp hire to get us over for a while.
I'm telling you, man.
I'll show you something.
You can feel the suffocation, the lack of finance. Everywhere. Everywhere.
And she sorted everything under the single complaint.
You don't fucking mean it.
Yeah. We have no idea which one of your scenes any of this shit came from.
Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad, bruh. That's real bad.
I, for one, was moved, much like the bull to which you just referred.
Chasing your tail, man. You're running around in circles. Come on, man.
Omar with Joe's approval. Faggot ain't have hard enough to come at me, so he come at those close to me. Now, I'm doubling the bounty. 100 large for a whiff of that.
Nah. Some Charles know Omar doesn't work like that. He knows. Some Charles knows what's up.
Cheese, then.
No problem, man. Got you covered.
Until we settle up with Omar, I think it's best we suspend these meets.
Cheese is such a rat. He's a rat, bro.
Over there, on the east side, Cheese. One more thing. Price of the brick going up. 30 more.
He said price of the brick going up. Man, this is crazy. There's a whole lot of bull crap happening, man. She's over there smiling. You about to get yours, man. I know you finna get yours. You can't just be walking around smiling like that, acting like nothing's gonna happen to you.
In the middle of a story, an ongoing story about a murderer who is still at large and posing a severe and deadly risk to the...
Yep, it looks good for the paper. It looks good, everybody. Oh, man, this thing is a lot. This is a lot, man. I think this is the most...
Principle of the thing.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. This is the most...
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. Just a lot of things are happening within this season more than the other seasons. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
What up, Rick?
Omar's leg is broken. He's still sneaking up on people.
All right. You tell that man I'm in the street, waiting. Just like a little bitch, he ain't nowhere to be found.
I'll tell him. I will.
He's like, I got you, man. I got you. Okay?
You killed Joe? Hungry? Didn't think so.
Yeah, everybody knows Omar don't work like that. Come on. Come on, man. Yeah, opening up cases from the past, or just cases in general, reminds me of, like, you know, having, like, if you're in the medical...
But for anything at all in the mile system.
That career, opening up different
gun permits,
patients and what they have and having to, like, coordinate and remember.
I mean, straight up ass whooping in an alley doesn't seem like Marlo Stanfield.
No, it doesn't.
But you're gonna work it anyway.
Hey, Bunk is doing his job. He's a great detective.
He was your boyfriend, right?
When he weren't in jail.
And there's like the tiny moments of just hearing just loud blasting music on the outside, man. It almost feels like you can feel the windows thumping.
Crime of passion, as we say. Didn't seem...
This man also has the door wide open, so there's that.
It's the boy. He know. He running with them who did it.
You just trying to put me off the scent here.
No, you gotta believe me.
Man, now Michael's getting in the crossfires, and that's a shame that she has to do this to her son.
You said he's running with them. Running with who?
Chris, Snoop, all them gangsters. Who else doing all the killing around here?
Uh-oh, Chris. Uh-oh. Oh, man. We connecting links here.
Products of Baltimore City schools. Besides, look how far away he's holding this phone. Too far away to be reading a text. No, son. Picture.
Taking a picture. Yep. Taking a picture of something. Now look at him. He's put himself in an unknown environment, chasing a story that does not exist. You finna spend the night here. All right, man.
Close, and just when you're about to pull the case, they rip the fucking rug out from under you. I'm not lying. We got a fucking serial killer.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I don't think you're talking to anybody, man.
What support do I get? One fucking detective. They want to play that simple-ass game's fine.
Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Who is that, man? Oh my God. The way Omar can just come out of a place and just blast your legs is... That's never going to get old. He said, here goes your money, your morals, all of that.
You explaining yourself to Marlo. As to the mother two, they gonna wish I'd have peppered them a bit.
Hey, there goes that scene. There goes that scene from the intro.
His people messing with his world. Tell that boy he ain't mad enough to come down to the street with Omar. Tell him that.
How about that? How about that? You know what? You know who Marlo kind of reminds me of? He reminds me of Kira from Death Note. He really does. Marlo reminds me of Kira, man.
God bless.
Likewise.
I mean, as you should. You know what I'm saying? How much food gets tossed out every day? As you should. You guys should not be messing with this. I wonder if it's too hot to drop it now, but still, y'all should. Yeah. Yep. It was all, I don't want to say pointless, but it was useless.
Can you tell me what happened?
He just said, he just said, I get PTSD, man.
Driver lost both his hands, blood shooting out all over. He's fucking laughing, saying over and over, "Look, Mom, no hands."
Jesus. That sounds like Saving Private Ryan, don't it? My goodness. Are you finally seeing what you're doing, McNulty? You finally seeing the severity?
This is kidnapping.
Oh my God. I'm over here thinking that this man McNulty has finally saw the ramifications. This man doubled down. McNulty, I am forever floored. I'm forever floored by what you get up to, man. I'm starting to feel how Rawls felt now, man. Which is crazy.
I took his ID. I'll scratch his name off the script. Leave him with this.
This is so crazy, man. This is such an insane method of doing, man. I'm so disappointed in these two right now.
You intercepts, and by the time we need to run down one of Marlowe's re-ups, you got all the manpower you need. And Marlowe falls. Falls hard.
Yeah, let's hope for that. Let's hope. Probably not going to work that way, but man. Look at him. Look at McNulty smiling, bro. Remember when he was walking down the street wearing a police uniform, helping and talking to the people that were, you know, around the environment?
Right now. Up on my list. As soon as we work through all the trace from the homeless killings. What's the priority, Bunk?
Yeah, Bunk knows that is BS. That is all BS, man.
Your boy McNulty has everyone's attention right now.
This is real police work that McNulty is distracting right here.
Best of all, I gave you cash money just for walking in the door.
Jeez, man. That's just keeping this shot right here.
I promise.
That's a shame, man. I hope your morality is gripping you by the jugular right now, man.
The deputy ops brought me those. We have a leak.
Yep. Prop Joe, man. Joe was if he was on a chessboard, man, let me tell you, he'd be like a knight for sure. He's not a pawn.
No extra color, no puffy adjectives, just tight declarative sentences. And you really let this ex-Marine just tell a story.
Thanks, Gus.
Hey, Mr. Slotman.
See, when he's doing honest work, when he's just doing good, honest work, it's good stuff. Feel it. Feel the weight of your actions, McNulty. All this, I want to say that I'm enjoying McNulty's conflict, by the way. It's frustrating as all hell, but it's good to see characters just face conflict. And that's the end of it. Oh, man. Packed season. All right, everybody, and that is the end to episode 6. Again, let me clarify how I feel about this season is that it almost feels like out of all the seasons we've watched of The Wire, which is crazy to say because each season is so dense, but it always felt like there was a healthy balance of it. I feel like for the first time, it almost feels too overwhelming. And I think it's because of everyone almost like, not everyone, but a select few characters working against one another when they should just be working together. And we've had that. We've had individuals like Rawls and Burrell, but not so much they can do when it came to their actions. It was more so their positions doing that. It's different when we have McNulty, Lester, I'm forgetting his name, Swindleton, from the newspaper. It's the first time where we're having people as individuals doing things that are regrettable by their actions rather than just the positions that they find themselves in. It's a different type of weight that can be a lot. It's a lot, man. Because there's a lot more questions that come involved with that, you know? Like usually you can be like, well, he's in a position, he has to do that. Well, more so he can't do that, or there's other motives and they're not out in the street. That's why I say Rawls and Burrell. But whereas you have Lester and McNulty actively squandering and creating more stress factors, it's a different type of a lot, is what I'm saying. It's a different type of a lot. And that weight is the first time where I'm like, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot for the season. And I truly do wonder if they can do it within like 13 episodes. This thing feels like it needs 15, if not 17 episodes for whatever ending that they choose to desire. Now, that does not mean that it's bad. It just means that there's a lot going on. It's like, you know, you're watching somebody juggle, and obviously your effectiveness at juggling is going to be hindered or shown to decrease when you start throwing more stuff at the person juggling. I feel like this is what's happening right now. And, you know, they're still doing it, but I mean, my goodness, it looks crazy right now. But man, there's a whole lot of factors, and I'm genuinely excited to see where things go, especially the one with Omar. I'm really enjoying Omar's vengeance and just his emotion throughout all of this. Again, I don't see him making it through. I feel like this is his character just emptying out the clip of himself, right? So I don't see him making it out, but more so how, I don't know how. I don't know how, because obviously his death has to be meaningful. Meaningful. It has to be something that represents the overall theme to The Wire or the overall theme to him. So I'm curious to see how they do that, but man, there's a lot going on, and I'm curious to see how things end up. So as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope that you have a good one. Stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.